If you guys like how I do my chart analysis on YouTube and you want to learn how to do it yourself, click the link below to check out the Vee Trades technical analysis course. What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Palantir Technologies with the ticker symbol PLTR. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also, take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So let's take a look at the chart and see if my prior prediction of around $1 to $2 for Palantir still is holding. So let me zoom in on the chart. Well, it looks like the market is going up, but is this a bottom or are we just seeing a pullback in a downtrend? Well, let's take a look at the chart and see what we can find. So it looks like price action made two small legs up and two large legs up. So this was the two small legs up. We reached the $9.41 level back here in the 8th of this month, and then we sold off before making another impulse to the upside. So that is the second large measured move, and the target was right around the $10.48 level. So we came up just a little short and we started seeing some selling pressure. So are we going to see another push up? Well, there's a possibility, but we are near a potential resistance, because if I put a horizontal line where price action stopped today, you can see it was right where the prior support was. You can see that price action bounced here, here, and here before we gapped down a lot, and now we slowly came back in to fill in this entire gap, and we came back to test this breakout. So we got rejected, which is expected from this level, but are we going to push through it and find some type of support, maybe something like this, and then continue higher out of here? Or are we going to get rejected like we just did today and just drop back down to the lows? Well, my prediction is continuation of this downtrend and probably even surpassing these prior lows, and that's because we already made two legs up. And if I do a channel right here, it looks like we have not had a retest of these lows. So this looks like the channel that was working lower, and price action was respecting it. Now, since we had the first break of this yellow channel, I'm expecting a retest of these lows, which is back down to the $6 level. But I don't think that's the lows either for this stock, because I see a measured move that's been created that should send prices lower. And if I do it right at the top of this measured move, the target is right around the $2.23 level. And if I do another large measured move on this chart, you can see that Palantir has been working down pretty much since September of last year, trying to reach this longer term measured move. So you can see this was the first leg down. We had two legs in between, which marks the center of the pattern. So if I move this measured move down, it looks like it's right around the same place, right at the $1.74 level. So right around between the $1.60 level and the $2.50 level, where I'm expecting the bottom to be for this stock. It's not guaranteed, definitely not guaranteed at all, but that's just what I'm seeing on the chart. I'm seeing that this is just a pullback, way too early to call this a reversal, which can lead to an uptrend, but I don't think we're in that territory as of right now. You see that there was this downtrend in play right here. If I go ahead and put it on the chart, let's go and make this orange. So it looks like we had this orange channel and a break outside of it, and then a move to a new low in the form of one large leg. But now we're seeing a correction up in the form of two legs, and like I showed you right here, when we have these two legs, we usually get another impulse down. So another impulse down after these two legs, we right near the $2.20 level. So normally when we get a break of this channel right here that I've drawn in orange, you can see that we had a break of it and then a new low. So that could be the bottom. Sometimes we do make just one leg down to a new low before forming a uptrend. However, it's not really textbook or what you see most of the time. Most of the time you'll probably see two legs. So I'm expecting two legs down, but it's not guaranteed at all. If I zoom out on the chart, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Something similar that occurred in the past, which was right here back in early 2021. You can see that there was this channel right here. We had a channel holding prices right here. Maybe it was a little bit flatter, maybe not, but this fits pretty good. So we had a channel working lower, then we had a break outside of it, and then we also had 2 legs down to a new low. Not just one, we had 2 legs. So you can see that we had a leg down right here, and then a 2-leg correction right here. This was the first leg. Let me zoom in on the chart. So we had this orange channel working lower, we had the 1 impulse down, and then we had 2 legs in between, and then we started the second impulse down, and then we even went a little bit further than the measured move. So I'm looking for something similar to play out in the current price action of this year. Let's go and make this yellow, and you'll probably see the similarities much more closer. So you can see that we have this orange channels on the chart, and then after the break we formed a yellow channel to the downside, and then we had 2 legs up, which is where we're getting right now, 2 legs up, and then we saw another impulse down. So another impulse down will be right near that $2 level. So that's everything I see on the daily chart. We could be bottoming, but I don't think so. But that's why when I like a stock personally, and we are already near these low levels, I usually just go into the small position, just because I'm not 100% sure we have bottomed or not. So I just start small, but then when I realize, hey, the market is continuing lower, then that's when I wait and wait for this measured move target to be reached. So that's what I would do. That's what I do personally on some stocks. I don't really time the bottom all the time. I just normally just go in if I like the stock and it's already at a pretty good deal. So that's what I see on the daily chart. We can wrap this up on the weekly chart. And here we have the weekly chart for Palantir. You can see that we could be probably inside of another downtrend, a larger one. This one fits pretty good, and we could be pulling back to the resistance side, which is right around here, right around the $11 level. So it's right where the EMA was. So what we're doing right now is very similar to what we did back here from February to April, where we saw this pullback phase. So it's pretty much the same thing we're doing right now. It's not really anything different. So we have not even been above the EMA on the weekly chart. Last time we did that, it was over here, which was November of 2021. So a very long time. That's why I'm not thinking we have bottom. I still think there's more room to the downside. Especially, still think Palantir is a little bit more overpriced. You can see that the stock price is $9.62 and the market capitalization is 19.68 billion. Now, if I do a ratio to find out what market cap the price, the stock would be at around a $2 stock, it would be a $4 billion market cap. So, which is more in line with this revenue. With 1.5 billion, so that's a better price to sales ratio than what we're getting right now. A bunch of other stocks are much better with much less risk, such as Amazon. So I still think there's room to the downside, even just on this quick fundamental analysis. So even the technicals are lining up with that too. So even and they're not even making any money right now, earning any net income at the end of the day. So I'm looking for more downside. To be honest, to me, this looks like a pullback. We have not even been above the EMA on the weekly chart. Looks like there's a potential resistance zone that we're about to reach, and we pretty much are finding resistance already. So I'm looking for more downside. I don't think that $6 or whatever low that the price action made is the bottom, but we shall see. Nothing is guaranteed. I don't know. I don't think anyone is 100% sure on anything in the market. I mean, you really can't be. That's why people use stops. They don't risk their entire accounts on one trade, so because people don't know for sure. We can only assume probability. So I still think there's more room to the downside based on we're finding resistance. We should be creating the same type of patterns in the past, and also that market cap is still too large for what we're getting. So still looking for more downside, and we'll give you guys an update if anything else changes. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.